we've noticed that as well in terms of just people getting films off the ground, that it seems like people are setting really high goals, not having the audience in place, and then it's not succeeding. What do you think are some of the problems that we're going to be seeing going forward? I think the novelty, you're right, of Kickstarter has worn off, and now everybody's donated probably at least 5 times to someone. Maybe they're tapped out, maybe they didn't see things go through. So what do you think?
There needs to be an accountability resource for Kickstarter. There needs to be somebody who says, I've looked into their business plan, they've shown me their market research, they've told me where their financing could come from if the Kickstarter financing runs out. And so there needs to be somebody who can do that and then can say, you know, I approve of this Kickstarter project, they've done their homework, here's a badge you can pin on their Kickstarter project.
And I think that's something that they need to do to keep their site as popular as it has been. You know, one of the reasons why Kickstarter has eclipsed the other crowdfunding sites is because it had a really high success rate. If that success rate is jeopardized by products that don't follow through, making people more hesitant to donate, then that's going to hurt them. You know, and there's simple, even just interface things that they could do, like calculate the cost of shipping on this item, you know, calculate the cost of packaging on this item, calculate any sales tax on this item, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if sales tax applies in most cases on Kickstarter, but in general, it's like there are little things that people don't think about that Kickstarter could be more active in helping people to understand they need, you know, to meet their goal.
They did add a section called that says, what are your risks involved in making this at the bottom?
Really?
Yeah. There's a new risk assessment section on there that you have to answer in order to put up a Kickstarter project.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's not, you know, enough now just to say I have a film project, I'm putting it up. It has to be interesting, because something that I think a lot of people still don't realize is that it's not your friends and your family that is making your Kickstarter succeed. It is the general public, and appealing to the general public and bringing something new to the table, which is why it's very hard for a music video or a novel to get the type of funding that it would need unless, you know, it has a name behind it or there's like a really cool concept behind it. Because, you know, one of the most popular things on Kickstarter, you know, has been, you know, iPhone and iPad accessories, and there's only so many of those that you can have before people are like, this is not that interesting, this is like the same thing over and over again. So I think you're going to have to see people making, you know, stronger strategies in order to make their campaigns succeed. At the same time, part of that, you'll see higher profile projects showing up. My friend just is producing a film that just finished its Kickstarter. It's called Such Good People. It's like a queer cinema feature, and it has a number of like name actors in it, and you know, having those names on board legitimizes this film in a way that I'm making my first feature, I haven't done anything before, doesn't. And I think that game is going to start to skew more towards people who unfortunately already have more resources unless they are bringing like a really unique concept.